Is something a little overstuffed over here at Little Caesars? Let's peep this out.
Pizza.
YouTube and social media, peep this out, guys. It's ENK back again with another one for you. Checking out the latest promo over at Little Caesars today, guys. It looks like they're bringing back their stuffed crust pizza from a few months ago, only this time they're kicking it up a notch. That's right, guys. Little Caesars stuffed crust deep dish pizza is getting a little pepperoni love this time around for what they're calling the Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Deep Dish Pizza. Yeah, it's definitely a mouthful just saying that, but I do have to say, just looking at this over here right now, guys, it looks like it's going to be a mouthful of deliciousness. I mean, guys, lots of dough, lots of cheese, lots of that delicious sauce, and you have the thick doughy crust in the back loaded with even more cheese and pepperoni. What is there not to like about that? I mean, it just looks and sounds pretty amazing. So guys, before I confirm that for you and take that first bite to give you my thoughts like I always do, let's get an up close and personal look as always. Let's peep this out.
Little Caesars new pepperoni and cheese stuffed crust deep dish pizza.
Here we go with Little Caesars Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza. And guys, this is always a glorious sight no matter what version of their pizza that I check out here. It's nothing but delicious dough, cheese, and sauce topped off with some of their crisp pepperoni. And as you can see, it is looking absolutely heavenly. Of course, the Detroit style, that thicker crust in the back with the caramelized edges. Let's get a little closer over here so we can check that out. Pan crisp, guys. Just look at that all the way around. Nicely thick, nicely full of that caramelized goodness right there on the side. And as you can see, under the typical 4 pepperonis per slice is lots of their gooey blend of Munster and mozzarella cheese, looking very, very delicious as always, very appetizing. But the main draw with this one, guys, is the pepperoni stuffed crust. And here is a nice shot of it right there. Lots of gooey cheese on the inside of a nice rolled pepperoni all throughout the back of this actually, guys. So that's a nice shot of it in the very back. A nice amount of cheese. I'm thinking this is gonna be a very gooey situation overall, all throughout this delicious dough here, guys. It looks amazing. So there you go, guys, up close and personal with the pepperoni stuffed crust pizza over here at Little Caesars. Let's peep out this flavor.
Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Man, there is no other way to put it except this is complete heaven in my car right now, guys. Absolutely delicious. The smell of this fresh pizza is lighting up my car ridiculous. Let me just pull a piece up for you real fast. Got a little bit of pullage right over there at the end. Take a look at that, little bit of pepperoni action coming out. Oh man, I'm just gonna keep going. Check this out, wow. Oh man, this is all the way down, out of control. I gotta pull it back up, guys. Look at this ring of deliciousness just peeking out right over there. I gotta pull this apart because I can't do this with one hand. There is just a crazy amount of cheese. You know, I gotta just pull a piece up for you real fast. This is nuts. This is nuts, guys. High quality mozzarella cheese action right over here right now. Let me just give it a shot by itself real quick. Yeah, that's some pretty nice quality mozzarella cheese. It's got a little bit of the saltiness to go with the familiar oils of the mozzarella itself. And guys, come on, it's melted. That's always a plus. All right, so let me pull up the slice that absolutely wouldn't quit cheese-wise. And as you guys can see, I pretty much destroyed the very back of it. There are the remnants of what was. But on the other side, take a look at that pocket of goodness right there, guys. Lots of delicious cheese, and like I said, the pepperoni that's inside kind of keeping it all together. That is just a lovely situation right there, along with the caramelized crust that you guys can see in the very back. Very, very healthy on that bite for sure. But let me just take a quick bite from the front just to prepare myself for it. Guys, what can I say that I haven't already after coming back from that close-up? This is just pure heaven right now. Crispy pepperonis on the very top, cooked very, very nicely. Some of that nice thick dough that's in the bottom right there, the light sauce that's in there, some of the spices, some of the basil. The flavor that is unique to Little Caesars is really something special. And if you guys are fans of this already, you already know the crust is really what makes this, along with all the gooey cheese. But of course, that is the main event. So let's just get into it. Oh. Game over. Game over right now. That one bite took out the whole pepperoni, so it looks like they've got about 2 pepperonis per slice per corner in the very back right over there. And I gotta say, it really does make it when you bite into that. A lot of the cheesy goodness that you're getting along with it, along with the light saltiness and a little bit of the spice of the pepperonis themselves, it's really got a nice overall flavor. And just the hardiness of the crunch is off the chart. This is really, really delicious. But again, stuffed crust pizza always is over here at Little Caesars. It is pretty killer. How could you not like a raised piece of toasted dough that's caramelized in the back and then packed full of cheese and pepperoni, and then you have more of the cheese and pepperoni and the sauce throughout the rest of it. Every single bite of this is just like something you're diving into. It's just very, very hearty, very flavorful all around. Really, really good. One more shot of that caramelized goodness, but gang, look what's peeking around the corner right now. Lots of gooey, cheesy goodness coming out of what I like to call the pepperoni straw. That is just a nice little tube of deliciousness, really on point and definitely worth the money. This is really delicious. All right, if you guys are fans of Little Caesars pizza like I am, you already knew this was gonna be pretty ridiculous. How could you possibly go wrong with just adding pepperoni to the back of a crust that's already loaded with cheese to begin with? And as you guys saw, you can actually get this as part of their lunch special for $5 worth of drink. So if you don't want to get the whole thing for $10, which is still a pretty great deal for what this is, you can definitely get the smaller size with the drink and not feel too bad about yourself if you eat the whole thing. So on that bomb sexy fear face scale of 1 to 10, the Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Deep Dish Pizza here at Little Caesars is going to get a very well-deserved 10 out of 10. It's definitely a mouthful of a title, but it's also a mouthful of deliciousness. Lots of cheesy goodness on the inside of that caramelized crunchy crust that Little Caesars is known for, with an added layer of pepperoni pop just to seal the deal. This is really a no-brainer for you. But of course, that's just my opinion as always. If you've already had the Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Deep Dish Pizza here at Little Caesars, what'd you guys think of it? And more importantly, do you think this is something that should stay in the menu on the regular? Drop a comment down below, definitely let me know. And that's it for now, gang. This is Ian K closing out another episode of Peep This Out here at Little Caesars today, guys, taking a look at the tasty Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Deep Dish Pizza, either at regular price or as a lunch promo. You are really in for a treat. Gang, if you haven't already, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the little bell down below next to my channel name so you can be notified when new reviews drop, along with checking me out over at peepthisoutreviews.com. And keep in touch with me at all the addresses that you see right above me, because after all, this is Peep This Out, baby. You know how we do. We'll definitely talk to you next time. Stay frosty. Man, as far as I'm concerned, they really do need to keep this on the menu as a regular option. It is just more of the goodness that they're known for on a grander scale because you're getting so much in the back end of that crust right there. It is really something special. But hey, I'm a huge fan of doughy, cheesy goodness, so what can I say? Gang, until the next review, I'll talk to you soon.